Say hi, auntie. Kay vlog ni Papa.
Kayo. Nakalugso ka taga-bukid. Nakarata, lakaw lang. Joy walking. Ano ba itong adventure in Day?
What? The train?
Makuha man tanong ko ng kapatid. Hindi ka nang Ottawa Quebec ba? Kana siya.
Oo.
Diyanin kay alanganin kay mo. Kuan mo pag whole day. Wala, mao din nilang ingon, babe.
Oh, there's a beaver.
Where?
There's a beaver.
Hindi sa
I think that's what I saw earlier. There were like a bunch of little rodent-like things.
Skywalk? Yeah. This is
ba?
skywalk.
Cute.
Yeah, it is a skywalk.
Wow, okay, tayo ng lakaw.
Hey, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Je m'appelle.
Di ba? Wa man ta sa Montreal, kuya.
It is.
Ottawa ra ba ni?
The words is like all of the words here is like French.
No, it's not. Max keeping. English man na.
Yeah, but under is like.
Okay, topic. Sinay dollar store din ba?
Almost there.
Maybe I can buy like a rain poncho.
Okay, conference center. Entrance. Dara. Hi, we're in the right walk in Day.
Morning,
Imagine
yun.
kung nituyok to sa peak.
That's a 500 more steps, auntie. Hello.
What?
Something French.
Oh, kasampo. Okay, is that?
712? Dito.
Right, this one. Right?
Yeah.
What's the postal code aning card ma?
Lagi.
No, auntie.
Entry 6583.
712?
712, right?
Uh-huh.
You can call the front desk.
I-ano mo, so pabit.
Dilagay siya mo paan. Dilagay siya mo 610.
I-ano mo na.
How?
Sunny, open ang windows.
Yeah, open window.
Yo, it's nice view. Look. Top view?
Ooh. Ano, highway?
Highway.
Was it?
Ay, highway.
Wait.
Di ba na motorized?
Ha?
Is it a motorized?
No, it's not. It's manual.
Natanang.
Room tour.
Yo, here. Can you see here? Oh?
Sa ilang na slash rate.
Yo, can you open the lights? Can you open the lights? Open the lights.
Save your battery on your advo. Kaya that's sura ba ta?
What?
Okay.
I think line-line yung lights, kuya.
Okay. Fridge is not working. Oh, it's working. Hindi, wala kayo butang na rin sa fridge. Hindi.
Wala lang, auntie. construction.
Yeah. Sumuot yung iba ng entrances mo close nila, no? Kung ano.
Hindi.
Saan yun? Sa Park Street tam is confirmed. Immersive Park Street. Can you park Sparks Street close or the closest street? Yeah, for immersive experience. At least we are close to the entrance where the security is for that.
So Sparks Street is this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Slide.
Interactive din na kuya.
Go place your
Ah.
own, and then you will learn something.
Ito mo.
Style was originally chosen to match the building's clifftop location. Over the years, it has become one of Parliament's most enduring symbols. Centre Block has temporarily closed. Rehabilitation will modernize the building, while still preserving the heritage that makes it so unique. Now, you have the opportunity to go inside these walls, to experience the architecture, discover the spaces, and explore the history made here. In a moment, the doors to your right will be opening. Please make your way through them. Your journey to Centre Block is about to begin.
Kuya. Hapit na ba ini mo?
Construction began in 1916. In the midst of a brutal war that touched the lives of people across the country, the Chamber honors all Canadians who have lost their lives in military service. Their names are inscribed in 8 books of remembrance. This is a place to remember them and to mourn. Centre Block was built in a time of conflict, but by the time it was complete, the war had ended, and a new chapter of Canadian history had begun.
It was.
Thank you.
Wakas ng pataraan.
Nakaihi naman ko.
Ano siya ang view diri sa Spark Street. Close to Parliament Hill. Okay, tayo nung day nakaka-picture sa Parliament Hill. No, sa front, no? Pero sige lang, ugma. Sa'yo lang ta. Sa'yo ta pamahaw. Balik ta sa agi.
Hala.
Ha? Ay, you know what? Pwede na mag-jog. Ay, tayo mo sabihin. May pwede joggingan. Kung sa naman may construction.
Sweet child.
It's a bad
take place. Alors juste devant nous, nous avons le Centre national des arts. La population sera chez le spectacle en français autant qu'en anglais, donnant plaisir aux plaisirs théâtre musical et Broadway.
Events din like kanina na yung mga graduating students.
Do we have any locals on the bus? People from Ottawa? On a des gens d'Ottawa? Oui, super. Voulez-vous faire le tour? Voulez-vous faire la job? Donc lorsqu'on va tourner, on va voir à la gauche, juste ici, le monument commémoratif de la guerre, dévoilé en 1939 par le roi George VI, en hommage à tous ceux qui ont contribué en hiver. À la base de ce monument, c'est la tombe du soldat inconnu. They do the changing of the guards every top of the hour from 9 to 5, every single day of the summer here at the memorial. Ils font le changement de gardien à tous les heures, de 9h à 5h, tous les jours de l'été, ici au monument. Over here on the right, we have Ottawa's old train station, which opened in 1912 and stayed functional until 1966. Today, it is where the 105 members of the Senate are seated. On a ici l'ancienne gare centrale qui ouvert ses portes en 1912 et a resté fonctionnelle jusqu'en 1966. Aujourd'hui, c'est où les 105 membres du Sénat siègent. Just ahead of us is the Chancellerie Fairmont Hotel, which we'll also see from the river. It was named after our first Canadian Francophone Prime Minister, Sir Wilfrid Laurier. Donc on a le Château-Laurier juste ici qu'on va aussi voir de la rivière. We'll now be seeing the Parliament buildings on our right, starting with the East Block, then Central, finally the West Block. Both East and West Blocks were completed in 1865, and they're where you can find house offices, committee, and meeting rooms. On a une Suisse juste ici. On va bientôt voir l'édifice central et ouest du Parlement. Les deux édifices est et ouest ont été complétés en 1865 et disent qu'on retrouve des salles de comité et de rencontres. We can now see the center block of our Parliament, the one with the Peace Tower at the center. This block has been undergoing renovations since 2019, which are scheduled to last a few more years. So hang on tight before you get to go visit the inside of the Parliament. Usually the Senate is on the right wing of the Parliament and the House of Commons on the left, but since it's undergoing renovations, the Senate is in the old train station we just saw, and the House of Commons is in the west block coming up. Donc voici l'édifice central du Parlement avec la tour de la paix au centre. Cet édifice est en rénovation depuis 2019 et le sera pour quelques autres années. Habituellement, le Sénat est dans l'aile droite, alors que la Chambre des communes est dans l'aile gauche. En ce moment, les 338 membres de la Chambre des communes siègent dans l'édifice ouest. So here are where the 338 members of the House of Commons are seated. Coming up on the right are Confederation buildings, housing members of the Parliament. Les édifices qui s'en viennent sur la droite sont les édifices de la Confédération ou loge des membres du Parlement. On the left is the Bank of Canada Museum. À la gauche, le musée de la Banque du Canada. You can visit the museum for free, but unfortunately they don't give out free samples. I'm not sure. At the Mint, yeah. Maybe it's not free. Here's the original Bank of Canada here on the left. La Banque originale du Canada sur la gauche. Next up on the right after the Confederation building will be the Supreme Court of Canada, Canada's highest court of appeal since 1949. On va bientôt voir à la droite la Cour suprême du Canada, le plus haut tribunal et l'ultime recours juridique depuis 1949. You'll notice there are two flagpoles in front of the court. The one on the left is always flying and the one on the right flies only when the court is in session. Vous avez remarqué deux mâts devant la cour. Un drapeau vole toujours sur celui de gauche, tandis que l'autre vole seulement sur celui de droite lorsque la cour est en session. So is the court in session? Est-ce que la cour est en session? No. Okay, glad some of you are listening. The next building on our right will be National Archives in Library Canada. Archives include over 22 million original copies of photographs, letters, documents, and more of the such. And the library contains Canada's literary heritage. Donc, la prochaine édifice avec les petites fenêtres, c'est les archives des bibliothèques. Les archives recueillent environ 22 millions de copies originales de photographies, de documents et autres. Et la bibliothèque amasse et préserve les publications de l'héritage littéraire canadien. You'll also see Ottawa's cutest couple sitting on the bench. Vous allez bientôt voir à la droite le couple le plus mignon d'Ottawa assis sur le banc.
I wonder if they're open as a public place.
I don't know. Good question. I know that there's a sign that probably says it, but I've never taken the time to do so. Okay. All right. Maybe the first couple that visited the library. They seem young though, so you know they would do that. Must be related though if they're in front of you. On the left is the Christchurch Cathedral. When the Queen would come to town, this is where she would attend the Sunday Mass. Dans la cathédrale de l'Église du Christ, l'endroit où la reine assistait à la messe du dimanche lorsqu'elle visitait Ottawa.
Is it still open?
Yes. You'll soon see on the far left the Canadian Museum of War. Sur la gauche, on va voir le musée canadien de la guerre. the museum, there is Morse code, which spells out "Lest we forget." Sur l'aile du musée, on a le code Morse qui dit "Lest we forget." In the 1850s and 60s, Ottawa was the lumbering capital of the world. We sawed logs into lumber in mills, such as this one on the left, the Mill Street Rupa, which opened in 1842 as a sawmill. Dans les années 1850 et 60, Ottawa c'était la capitale mondiale de l'exploitation forestière. On trouve plusieurs anciennes scieries dans cette région d'Ottawa. On va bientôt voir à la gauche les chutes des chaudières, qui étaient une ressource importante d'énergie pour les mêmes séries. C'est aussi la station hydroélectrique du Canada la plus ancienne, encore en opération pour l'autre. So the Chaudière Falls on the left are the oldest hydroelectric stations in operation today. You can also see the Interzip Tower, which is our interprovincial zip line going from the province of Ontario into the province of Quebec. If you look to the right, you have a great view of the Parliament with the library at the back. We are currently on the Portage Bridge. Portage is what the first settlers had to do to go around the many falls in the Ottawa area. It means to carry your canoe over your shoulders and around the falls. Nous étions sur le pont Portage. Les premiers colons devaient portager, qui veut dire porter leur canot par-dessus leurs épaules pour aller en l'entour des chutes. And we just crossed the bridge from the province of Ontario into the province of Quebec. So welcome to Quebec. Here we speak French, so I'll be doing the rest of my tour in French. Is that okay? Yeah? Okay. No objections? No objections? I'm just kidding. I'm not allowed. We are specifically in Gatineau, and you know you're in Gatineau when there are lots of potholes on the streets, so prepare yourself. Donc, nous sommes présentement dans la province de Québec. Ici, on parle le français. Et on y retrouve beaucoup de nids de poules, comme on peut le constater. Do we have people from Quebec here? Est-ce qu'on a des gens du Québec? Oui. Vous pouvez confirmer qu'il y a beaucoup de nids de poules? Partout. C'est pas juste Gatineau. So some people here are from Quebec and they confirm that there are potholes everywhere in the province. Soon to the right, after these trees, you'll get a view of the Library of the Parliament. Bientôt, à la droite, après les arbres, vous allez voir la bibliothèque du Parlement. The library is the circular building with the brown pointy top. C'est l'édifice circulaire avec le toit brun pointu. If you're wondering where your cashmere toilet paper, your sponge towels come from, they're from right over here on the right, the Kruger Paper Factory. Great location just in front of the Parliament. Donc on a ici à la droite une usine de papier. Ayez bien votre papier de toilette, vos essuie-tout. Juste ici.
History Hall.
Next up on the right will be the Canadian Museum of History, formerly known as the Museum of Civilization. It holds over 4 million artifacts in its vaults, but only about 3 to 4% of these are displayed at any one time in exhibits. There's an exhibit called the Great Hall with possibly the largest collection of totem poles in the world. You will get a very nice view of this museum from the river. Donc ici à la droite, on a le Musée canadien de l'histoire, auparavant devenu le Musée de civilisation. Il a une collection d'environ 4 millions d'artefacts entreposés dans leur coffre. Mais seulement 3-4% de ceux-ci figurent dans des expositions, telles que la Grande Galerie avec une collection spectaculaire de marques. We architect of this museum, Douglas Cardinal, had a First Nations background. In his culture, evil spirits lied in corners. He therefore built a museum with no 90-degree corners. Are there any hockey fans on this bus? Est-ce qu'il y a des fans de hockey? Yeah? Quelle équipe, what team? Okay. Not the team I'm looking for. Which?
San Jose Sharks.
Okay. Still not the team I'm looking for. Any team in Quebec, you know of? Oui, les Canadiens de Montréal. Oh, good one. Okay. Well, we're about to see a huge statue of a legendary French-Canadian hockey player. His name is? Yeah, Marese Richard, referred to as the Rocket. Was considered by many to be one of the best hockey players in the 1950s and 60s, the first to have scored 50 goals in 50 games. Played for the Montreal Habs, the Canadiens. And when we pass by him, look into his eyes, he's staring right into your soul. Vous allez bientôt voir à la droite une grande statue d'un joueur d'hockey légendaire canadien-français, Marese Richard, considéré par plusieurs comme étant un des meilleurs joueurs d'hockey des années 1950 et 60, le premier à avoir compté 50 buts en 58. Here he is on the right, donc voilà sur la droite. Alright, we're about to turn into the Hall Marina. This is where we will drive in the water and become a boat. I hope you're all aware of that. Donc on va bientôt conduire dans l'eau et devenir un bateau. J'espère que vous êtes au courant. I just have to go through some safety information before we go in the water. There are 3 fire extinguishers among us, 2 at the back, 1 at the front with me. All of the windows are emergency exits, including the back, the front, and 2 at the ceiling of the bus. You all have life jackets over your heads. There are also 6 at the back for children under 80 pounds. Alors, les consignes de sécurité avant qu'on entre dans l'eau. Nous avons 3 extincteurs de feu, 2 à l'arrière, 1 en bas avec moi. Toutes vos fenêtres sont des sorties d'urgence, incluant l'arrière, le devant et 2 au plafond. Vous avez tous des gilets de sauvetage au-dessus de vos têtes en cas d'urgence. Il y en a 6 à l'arrière pour les enfants de moins de 80 livres. Je vais faire un défilé de mode pour vous avec vos gilets de sauvetage. I'll do a little fashion show for you guys with this beautiful life jacket. So all you need to do is put your head through this hole, mettez votre tête à travers du trou, wrap the waistband around your waist to tie it at the front of the life jacket. Donc entourez votre taille avec la ceinture pour l'attacher au devant du gilet. There's also an attachment closer to the neck. You'll see un attachement plus près du cou. And you have a whistle to attract the sharks. Vous avez un sifflet pour attirer les requins. Alright, are you guys ready to go in the water? Êtes-vous prêts?
Yes!
I need more energy. Are you ready? Yes! Much better.
Wait, I need my phone.
We're not going all the way.
Alright, I'll go in the back in case it sinks. Then en arrière, en cas c'est good. Lift your feet up if you don't want to get your feet wet. Levez vos pieds si vous voulez pas avoir les pieds mouillés.
Ay! Sorry. Ang kwan natin.
And there you go, we're officially floating on the Ottawa River. Nous flottons sur la rivière des Outaouais.
Bago na rin.
So the Ottawa River flows over 1,100 kilometers from northern Ontario into the St. Lawrence River near Montreal. And for most of its distance, it is the border between the province of Quebec on this side and the province of Ontario on the other. Native Canadians and early European explorers used this river as a trans-Canadian highway for centuries. They used it as a commercial route. Today it is no longer a commercial route, but rather a popular venue for pleasure boaters and fishermen. There are about 30 different species of fish, and the depth of the river is 70 to 120